Hello, welcome back to HPM's. Actually, no, it's not HPM's. This is Kitchen Sink Pack. Welcome back to Kitchen Sink Pack. And today we have. Oh, we're basically done with our refinery. So we've made it so that way now we can make an unlimited amount of diesel as long as we have oil. And the heating oil is pumped out as well. Yeah, but for some reason the heating oil is clogged with diesel, which kind of creates a bit of an issue here. It's not supposed to pump out diesel there. Which means that now I need to have some way of disposing of diesel in the system. Because diesel does not go out that way. It's not supposed to go out that way. It's supposed to come out from, well, that side. But I guess diesel now needs to be disposed of into a wooden barrel. Which kind of sucks. I mean, this is going to be our space station, or spaceship refueling station kind of thing. I'm not sure how it's going to work actually. You know what? It's actually a very good idea is to figure out a way to make a refueling station for the ship. Honestly, we're probably just gonna fuel it with barrels, but so yeah, that's probably how it's gonna work. But we will need to store the diesel somewhere, and for now, that's going to be in this. So we'll store diesel in this thing. As you can see, it's storing bitumen instead. Which is just brilliant. I guess I will pump out into there, and then will we get some diesel from this thing? Please give me some diesel. It's stored more bitumen. This is making no sense at all. Okay, so it's been storing bitumen, which is not what I wanted to do. This has diesel in it. Has 800 diesel, which I mean the diesel's going not where it wants to go, not where I want it to go. But now the diesel has been taken care of, so now it should be stored correctly inside this guy. The bitumen's stored in there, diesel in here. So now it should be taken care of correctly. It's kind of weird using mechanism pipes for this because it means you end up with you don't end up with specific fluids where they need to go. But now I have all the diesel going into the place where it needs to be, I think. Actually, this should be down lower. That is not the correct thing. Why is it going in there? What is this? Okay, so diesel should go into this barrel down here. Correct? Now it's going into the right one. Where is it? It's not even. There's too many fluids in this. It's the problem. There's so many fluids in this. It does not know which one to go where. So I'm guessing that it needs to keep going forwards a little bit and then have the diesel go into this guy. Okay, that seems to do it. That seems to do the trick. And then there's still bitumen up here for some reason. And if this is a problem, then the whole thing is a problem. So that's the diesel. We've kind of cleaned up some of the diesel. The diesel spill. That's what we're gonna call this. The diesel spill. It is pretty much the greatest spill of all time. We should probably add a sorter on this thing to filter the diesel separate of the other stuff that we don't want. As you can see, it's all flowing around in here. Which is bad. But it seems to be doing something. Okay, if I place this at the end, that should handle the diesel. Yes, it's getting 900 diesel right now. So I will need a diamond pipe, actually. Let's make diamond pipes. That's a very good idea. Diamond pipes are way more expensive than the gold pipes. But the gold pipes cannot filter items like the diamond pipes can. The diamond pipes are able to filter items. So that is why the diamond pipes are much better for this task. They also are just as fast as gold pipes, so you don't need to worry about speed with them. So this should give us the ability to filter fluids, I believe. Yes, it will. So now we have our diamond pipe. I am enjoying this oil setup, regardless of the fact that it is very scuffed and stupid. I am enjoying it. It's very fun. I need pipe sealant, and if you add pipe sealant to a diamond pipe, it will make it so it's a liquid pipe. So now you get 8 times as much sorting power as you do for the immersive engineering item pipe sorter thing. Which is way better, because also this can sort like 10 times as much stuff. These are like the best item sorter ever. Like actually the best. So My plan is to unclog this by just placing one of those there. That way all of the actual oil has to flow through the system and be pulled out by these diesel barrels and stuff and get sorted through and be fixed. So this is the problem that we had, is that we had every fluid coming out this one side and causing us a bunch of problems. But now that we have this loop here, this should cause it to be fixed, kind of, to a degree. I should be getting more diesel in there. Yeah, no, it's not working, but it is now should be flowing even better now with this setup because now it's able to flow in like 7 different directions. Are you now able to flow into this guy? No, actually, no, it is. Perfect, I fixed the diesel problem. Okay, that took a lot longer than I expected. I'm not even gonna tell you how long that took, because that took like 60 years to do, but it's fine. So now we'll set up our sorter for our diesel system, because, I mean, apparently diesel comes down here. So basically I can place this here, and I will be able to tell it what types of fluids it needs to use. Correct. So this will be diesel. And I can just select whatever one is whatever I want. So like if I want diesel, I will just take a bucket, grab a bucket of diesel, and I now have a bucket of immersed petroleum diesel. Alright, and I can just say, okay, well I need diesel to go out on this blue side, because that's what the side is, so I will need to set a diesel bucket there. Or is that what it is? Help. Help! Bro, you don't even provide any help page. This is actually diesel. So I guess I will place the diesel in there and assume that is how it's going to work. And then, you know, these ones work a lot better. Those ones work so much better. But we just need diesel to be sorted out that way, I think, is what we really need. And that is an item pipe. It's a fluid pipe. Okay, good. So if that's a fluid pipe, then I need to actually disconnect this piece here. How do I disconnect? I have to disconnect it from the thing. Okay, so now it's actually flowing correctly, I think. The only problem is that any diesel that comes out might get stuck in the system, so I would want to be aware of that. I want to keep my eyes out for any diesel not going to where diesel's supposed to go. For example, right here. This is 1600 still, so any diesel that gets into here might get stuck and clogged back up. However, this is set for whitelist only, so I guess it whitelists whatever needs to be sent through. So if it doesn't match the filter, then it doesn't go through, I'm guessing. And I do not see any diesel in here. I just see a bunch of this stuff. So there's no diesel. It's just all heating oil and stuff. Which is actually kind of annoying, because it's very, very slow. It's not like one directional. Like with the mechanism pipe, it goes correctly, but with all of these pipes together, yeah, no. You need to have a filter for these, I guess. Or you just need to use one specific type of pipe. I mean, I don't know. The mechanism pipe just works good for like these one-line systems where like you want it all to go in specific places. But this one is having the problem that we have to make sure it goes in the correct bin. So we want black to be bitumen, and I think I can set it with this guy. So now it will always run on bitumen into there. And then the top one will be heating oil, but I don't have a filter for that. Yes, it is now running all of the bitumen to where it needs to go. So all of the heating oil goes to where it needs to go, all the bitumen goes to where it needs to go, and everything is happy in the system. And also, it's got a double chest's worth of filtering space, so if you need a filter for this thing, this is actually an amazing filter. Especially for items. So if you want to filter out, you know, like cobblestone, like you got ores, you want to filter all the ores into different directions, yeah, you could filter an entire double chest out of a system. Well, almost. You'd still need a row for wildcard items. You know, like, so that way, yeah. You get what I mean. But that does create a lot of problems with these actual pipes, is that we now have, like, 5 different fluids going down one pipeline, and I don't really need that. So I really just need to have a system that just runs it just as 2 pipes, instead of having that extra diamond pipe in there. And I want to just use the HBM pipes for the rest of the fluids, I feel like. Because this actually will pull out industrial oil as well. Thankfully it didn't, because industrial oil it was backed up, so it couldn't pull out the industrial oil. But there's a chance that it could, and I'm not really trying to take that chance, because then it will get clogged. So, and also it wasn't even running all the diesel out, so that's another problem that I was having. So now I will need to make this system work better using the actual ducts the way they're supposed to be used, which is also going to change completely how I do the setup for the heating oil and stuff. So the heating oil needs to come out one side, the naphtha needs to come out one side, or bitumen or whatever, and we need to have a way for getting naphtha all the way over to the place. Ah, dang it, there's another meteorite, and it's lagging out the game again. I am definitely going to have to disable these at some point. They're actually annoying. They make the game unplayable. And this one is not even a good one. It's rubbish. Rubbish meteorite. And I have to fly all the way over to get to them. You see, this is becoming an issue. But anyway, we gotta work on these logistics for the actual facility. We need to, like, actually make the duct correct. So, for that, I will need to set up actual piping for the... I could run a mechanism pipeline and just have everything come out of the machines and then have it all go into whatever it wants to go into, but that is not gonna work for me. I want to have it set up correctly. I want both fluids to be able to be pulled out on the one line from these guys, but I also want to have the ability to filter out the fluids. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing all of that nonsense, I can actually have a heating oil pipe and a other pipe here. What I mean is, alright, I got the pipe set up, so I have heating oil, which is now set up as well for this guy, and he will instantly pipe. So these are actually decent, but they are going to be used for my filtering, and I believe I can actually just hook these straight on to Buildcraft pipes, so that will probably work. I hope that works. It looks stupid, might actually work. Now bitumen is going to be the other problem which we have to deal with, and to deal with bitumen, I will just it has to be extracted through an HBM pipe. That's all I'm saying, is that we have to extract through the HBM mod piping. That's the only way of getting the bitumen out. And I'm not going to place this here with that there. Nice. And then I have the bitumen pipe for this. So I now have a way of disposing of my bitumen. Perfect. And then for the actual chem plant here, which makes naphtha again, I will run a pipe along here and then run it up, I guess, there. So that way it will connect in. Actually, I'll run it through the ground because it looks kind of meh from this position. And this thing will just mine them all up like it's nothing. So I'll run them through the ground, I guess, like this. Since it will go through the ground and be able to hook up to the other mechanism pipe. So that way I can have... I need to be one directional for that as well. It won't be a problem. Alright, so to make a one-directional pipe, I'll use this wooden barrel, and then I'll use these fluid pipes from Buildcraft. I'll need to get more of them from the base, because we have more of them there. Oh, there's more under the ground. I can grab these ones. I'll see if these will cover it, but I don't think they will. Let's see if they do. And then we'll have to set up a diesel pipe. And then we're done. We have every single pipe set up. Let's give this a shot. Let's see if this one's actually going to work. I don't think this will, because I think it needs another barrel between these two. I believe it can receive fluids from below, and then output does not output below. Yeah, I'll need an extraction pipe for that. So I guess I'll need to switch these. I won't want to switch them for naphtha piping. I just want to do this as is, and then run it all through. Yeah, it will just work. Okay, we'll just trust it.